Parang nape-pressure kasi one of the aims of Shake, Rattle, and Roll is to attract audiences back to the cinema.
Gusto nyo dun sa isang office, do you need
Okay
better
lang,
light?
okay lang to. Okay lang siya.
Sorry, but can you repeat the question?
Yeah, parang don't you feel the pressure na the main goal of the film is to attract viewers back to the cinemas. As one of the directors of the film, don't you feel the pressure?
Not too much because I actually grew up in New Zealand. I've been here since 2016, and it's when I first got the call to do Shake, Rattle, and Roll. I didn't really know what it was about, and then I had research. I did some research, and I realized its whole legacy of Shake, Rattle, and Roll. I don't really feel too much pressure because I think the franchise has that reputation. It can carry itself. I do think the pressure came in when they put the title Extreme. So I had to sort of research and see, okay, how can we be extreme? So I don't think there's much pressure. I think the name itself, the franchise itself can carry to convince people to watch.
What flavor did you add into this film franchise?
Violence and gore. as much as we could, and not too much, but within accepted terms.
Pero as someone at the helm, what do you think is the big common for this film?
The big what?
What's the big parang
Enticement.
that would entice the viewers to watch the film. Kasi kanina the stars were asked, parang how can they encourage the audiences. As the director, your product, what do you think is the main parang
I think the main selling point, I guess, is the extreme part. We really try to push things, beyond the boundary. So in terms of like gore and violence and maybe subject matter, they try to push things a bit, and I think that's what really is the unique selling point of
the film.
The film is the extreme word itself. So we've tried to live up to that word as much as possible within accepted bounds.
In the past, have you done any project similar to this? Or?
Yes, I did a film called Day Zero. So it's up on Amazon Prime. It was with Reality Entertainment. So I was produced by Sir Don Monteverde and Direct Eric Mati. So they were my mentors and my bosses. It's a zombie film with Brandon Vera. So it gained it did all right in international festivals. It won an award in Germany, Best Audience Award. So I think it might be worth for people to have a look as well, explore what it's
So
about.
this is not your first project with Regal?
No, I've done Mano Po series. I also
Okay.
did Gen Z.
On GMA.
Gen Z TV5. It's
Mano,
before
okay.
Mano Po. Then I did, ginawa ko yung Mano Po season 1 yata. With kina ba yun? Barbie. And then another season with Bianca Umali.
I'm just curious, were you exposed to Filipino entertainment shows or movies when you were younger? Or did you...
I grew up in New Zealand, so we only had VCD, and we had 2 Filipino films, Tanging Ina and Ocho Ocho, which it's very close to my heart.
Alright.
So, but when I suddenly came across On the Job by Direk Eric, I said, wow, I can't compare it to Ocho Ocho and Tanging Ina, And I decided to contact him, Sir Don, just through Facebook, say, oh, hi, my name's Joey. I want to be a director. Here's my work. Can we meet up? And thankfully, Sir Don replied and said, okay, let's meet up. And if you want to make films, you have to stay here in the Philippines.
Alright. But what was your main vision when this project was given to you?
Kasi Rage is about a group of friends trying to survive an alien infection. So the infection makes people very violent. They have a strong desire to kill, and if they go crazy if they can't fulfill that desire. So from that idea alone, I really wanted to make it violent, I guess. I think there's some, I mean, you know, it's also entertaining in a way, which is some similar to what I did with Day Zero. We tried to make it entertainingly violent, if that makes sense. It's sort of like, because I really like action and martial arts, but here there's no martial arts, it's more like action. Compared to Day Zero because Brandon had, you know, he's an MMA fighter, he knows how to fight. The challenge with this one was the characters don't know how to fight, so it's more on survival. They can't look too cool, or too good at killing those the infected, but they have to, you know, survive.
Do you consider yourself a perfectionist?
No, because I think that doesn't leave room for spontaneous ideas or developments. I do like to keep things perfect in terms of preparation, but I'm still open to sort of, if something different happens on set, we can, you know, we don't have to push what I planned, because if it's not organic or anything, but if, you know, someone has an idea, I think about it, oh yeah, your idea is better, let's try that, and if it works out, then I think that's what I'm really looking for, more of on a collaboration between people's ideas.
So when you see the final product after your shoot, were you satisfied with the way it turned out?
Not really satisfied, because it's always, I think, with a lot of directors there, even Direct Eric and my mentor, we're always, oh, I could have done this better, blah blah blah. But I am proud of what we were able to make within the, you know, the resources and the time we had. And what makes me proud of the work is how people, you know, watching people enjoy it. I care about if people enjoy it or not. So I just want to entertain, for this one anyway, we really want to entertain people and have them enjoy it.
And last for me, you seem very young. I think you're as young as some of the actors. What was it like directing them and even...
What about before that? How old are you, if you don't
I'm
mind?
32.
32? You don't look
A
it.
little bit older.
You're in your early 30s, yeah.
Alright.
So, sorry,
What was it like directing the whole cast? I mean, the cast under your episode.
I think our closeness of age, or nearly close, made it sort of easier. It felt like I was with friends, and we were. It felt very smooth, you know, like there was no
Weren't strict?
conflict. No, I rely a lot on. I like when they improvise. I rely a lot on that aspect of acting, because I came from the technical side of filmmaking, the editing and the shooting, and maybe acting is my weakness. So I really rely on that aspect.
Thank you.
Well, last for myself. What kind? But how do you describe yourself as a director?
I've never thought about that. If I want to describe myself as a director, it's very technical and very, well, I guess visual. I like to really storyboard things, storyboard the whole movie before coming in. I take a lot of influences from, I have some favorite directors, so I like to copy them, copy their processes. I like to research their process and sort of see if that fits within my personality. But I think I really like action and the technical side of
Filmmaking.
and I'm right now delving into the acting side, so I'm really looking into skilling up my personal skills. So I'm trying to attend workshops and going with actors to upskill myself.
And so for
Alright.
last,
Sige lang.
if you mentioned Direct Eric Mati as one of your mentors, right? What was the most important lesson he has probably imparted to you?
Because I would read his scripts and I would try to observe how he would interpret that when he shoots. And really, the thing that stuck to me, I asked him, okay, how do you mount this direct? I asked him, and he said he tries to make it more interesting, and he really puts his own personality to it. Because when I did my first film, he's looking at it and he said, I still can't see Joey de Guzman in this, and I'm like, okay, shit, how do I? And he knows how to encourage me to find your own voice. He doesn't say, no, you should do it like this, you should do it like that. He's helping you find your own voice. So that in that way, I think that's why he's a really good mentor, and that's what stuck to me is really to summarize is to really find your voice and make sure it ends up in the film.
All right. Thank you, Derek. Thank you for